What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. Hit the like button. Turn me up on this YouTube shit. You don't gotta send me no donation because I'm giving you some news in my opinion. Cut that shit out. Let's jump right into it. You know, Lil Durk did his interview. Academics, it dropped. He hate rats. He dissing Gunna. You know, more of the interview gonna drop. We can listen to it. You know, people want to know their opinions on it. I done did a video about it, but I done sat and chill with it and came with my opinion now to come with a video. People ask me, how did the video go, Truth? Did you like it? I think the interview was dope. I think it was honest, but I'm not sure if it was 100% honest. And maybe you got to believe somebody for what they say they is. I think Durk is dope. He got a lot of eyeballs on him, so everything he say could be taken out of context, so I get that. But for some reason, I think the interview did come off as a little boyish, in my opinion, you know. It didn't come off as that big boss man who run this shit, finna take over the music business, billionaire in the future, finna put jobs out for my family and friends. It didn't come off like that. It kind of came off like on some little boy shit that's honoring a lot of the street rules by making sure the part one was so focused on the I hate rats, I hate rats, I hate rats with a passion, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. You know, it did come off as a little uneasy in my opinion, because now don't get me wrong, we understand where Durk coming from. He explained that a lot of his family was locked up, his dad was locked up, he was raised by his mother because people were taken away from him for snitching, so he hated with a passion. He said it helped him become who he is and things right now, so I get where he's coming from. But at the same token, I think Durk on a different level to be promoting that type of narrative. I get it, he feels like that, but to be strong on it like that, I thought it came off as a little weird, you know. We would have expected him to be talking about, you know, some of these dads and some of these young people who done lost their life due to gun violence out here in these streets, especially in Chicago, about some of these shorties who jumping in these gangs, inheriting these beefs at 13 years old. It's people who locked up right now in jail for killing somebody they never met. They just inherited the beef and know they into it with this neighborhood. Like they sliding and riding every day and blinking their neighborhoods, blah, 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 blinking at people and blinking through hoods at people they never met in their life. It's just a beef that was inherited. So, you know, I thought Durk would have came off more on that angle, more talking about the music business, because he finna take over this shit. You know, that guy streaming real good, but instead he took the chance to, you know, stand strong on the snitch. Stand strong on the snitch allegations and shit like that. But like you say, this the culture. Sometimes no matter how rich you get, you can't take the hood out somebody. Don't get me wrong, I think it was strong messages in that shit though. Like he said, you know, if you're gonna do something, you down from the beginning, you can't be telling on nobody, taking people from their families and homes, and you involved in some shit too, you know. So I totally get what he's saying, you know. So I don't knock what he said. I don't think what he said is wrong. I just think the narrative came off as a little weird because he bigger than that conversation that he was having to stay strong on it. We get it. He wanted the people to understand that he got a dislike for Gunna and he loved Thug, so we understood it. But he stood on it too strong. He kind of sounded like a guy that's at the corner trying to come up on some rap shit. He didn't sound like the guy that's almost got the baton in his hand to take it over. So it just felt a little weird in my opinion. But I totally agree with Durk. But it's a lot of violence going on. It's a lot of people who getting shot. A lot of people losing their life, getting killed. You know, it's like everybody done lost a brother. Everybody done lost a father. Hell, it done got so violent that everybody done damn near lost a sister with these guns and these bullets just flying all throughout the air. So instead of taking time speaking on that, he spoke on that. I hate snitches with a passion real strong, you know, especially when he's doing songs like All My Life that's talking about he trying to change his image. He's sitting with the mayors and the politicians and, you know, they labeling him a menace, but then he came out, you know, with that narrative on academics. So I think I understand why Durk say he don't like doing interviews. You know, if this was a regular person, everybody probably would have clapped and totally understood what they was coming from. But since this Durk coming from a city where so much violence, killings, and he made it out, now he's in a position where he's able to talk to political leaders and shit to still be pushing that narrative that he did, came off a little weird in my opinion. Because we all know that's the truth, though. You know, people don't really like to tell it, but subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to ask y'all a question, though. How did y'all feel in that first clip that y'all seen? You know, what's the first thoughts came to y'all head when it dropped and you heard Durk talking about Gunna and snitching and ratting? I want to know what y'all think. Leave a comment. It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter.